Well, good morning. Monday motivation. Down the beach again. It's hot. Run all the way down there. It's about 11:30 in our time. About 4:30 in the morning in the UK. I hope everyone's well. Hope you're getting up and it's not too damp and miserable. But irrespective, how are you going to move on? How are you going to have the best week you can possibly have? And what are your intentions for this week? Not to hang on to them, not as expectations, but what are your intentions? You know, do your best to hang on to and smile if they come off and smile if they don't. You've learnt something. And it made me reflect last week, spoke about entitlement and really the fact that, to be frank, no one's entitled to anything. You've got to put the work in, you've got to put the effort in. I was listening to Madonna interviewed by Graham Norton, an old one, just popped up on something this morning, and she just spoke so brilliantly about her daughter and her relationship, and actually the fact that, you know, talent is one thing, but you don't get anywhere without hard work. But you've got to know why, and, you know, we've come to that time of the year, you know, most New Year's resolutions have gone out the window, and the big question is why? And how do you sustain the resilience to take the knockbacks when you've tried to do something, hasn't worked out, or you've worked hard and all the goals, all the expectations you've set for yourself, perhaps a bit unrealistic, so hence intentions. But understanding why and where you want to be is critical. Tell that story. A beautiful quote that says, we tend to overestimate what we can achieve in a year, but fundamentally underestimate what we can achieve in 10. My God, look forward 10. Now I have to say what I'm doing and how I try to keep my body in good nick and my mind and spirit and soul is about looking forward to the future where I can still go and play golf at 90 plus, still ski with my farmers boys mates and golfing mates, and just get out there and still have a life. So that's a long old waffle, but there are 4 things I just want to reflect on. Okay, so firstly, yes, work out where you want to go and why. Purpose, absolutely fundamental. Secondly, understand where you've come from. And this is where a lot of our resilience comes from. We've built it up through our failures, through our lessons, through the tough things we've achieved or got through, and the good things we've achieved. And really hold on to those proud moments, those magical sense of I've been there, but it's always a we. It's always an Ubuntu, as Tony will rightly point out, I'm sure, out of this. No one's achieved anything on their own. But how did we get there? How did we overcome those tough times? So often it's with the support of others around you and with that beautiful growth mindset, learning from mistakes, learning how to get there. So knowing where you want to get to and why, knowing where you've come from, knowing what you stand for, your values and how important they are to live up to be the best person you can be. Know your values. We'll make mistakes, we get them wrong, we trample on them accidentally, but try to live up to them and be proud of the person you are. And lastly, build those relationships and cherish them, the ones who'll support you in everything you try to do in your life. Reach out. People are willing to help, they want to help, but you've got to reach out as well. And if you're someone who's on the receiving end, just be willing to give that little bit of help, which could come through both support, giving them some empathy about where they've been, what they've overcome, what the challenges they're facing, but also challenge, because they can go further. Hey, long old waffle, 3.5 minutes, make it yours. Have a great week. I'll put a few pictures up of the mad week we've had down here in Phuket, but look at it, it's absolutely stunning. A bit more running to do.